Good afternoon, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Doing well. How are you? Can't hear it. Work on the volume there.
Already did.
Oh, did you? Can you talk again, Josh?
Speak.
You guys have him?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now we're good.
I had it turned down to 10%, sorry. You're at full volume now.
So it's 1:01 p.m., 6/12/2023. No one has shown up. We'll give them a few minutes to see if anyone comes in, ask questions. Josh, part of this is the grant that we're applying for that requires a public meeting. So we're recording this to memorialize it and also to, if anyone had questions, document concerns about a new pool. So that's where we're at. I appreciate all the things you've given us so far as the paperwork on that grant, because a lot of it you had that the grant needed, so. Anyhow, so that's where we're at. Just for documentation, Mike Gitcom is here, Eric Eichmeyer, and Mayor Joe Judge, myself. And as far as members of the community, there's none. So we'll give it a few minutes.
The media's not even here.
Yeah, well, we're recording, so we can put it on the internet. This is, like I was saying, it's part of the grant process. So.
And it is streaming live, so.
Yes.
We have had some good feedback from our service clubs here in town on a couple additional ideas. So, one of them was putting a window to the outside to sell concessions to those on the outside of the building that walk by or something like that. Interesting concept.
I had someone talk about building a ballroom on the backside of it.
Yeah.
So that, just be another $1 million probably, but.
Yeah.
That could easily be achieved.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, no, not the ballroom, but the concession stand window right here.
Oh. 699.
Headed down your guys' way, I think on Wednesday. I'll be at least in
You broke up where at?
Lawrenceville.
Oh, you don't see David Courtney.
Yep. They're working on a couple grants as well, so.
Yeah, I talked to him Friday. He asked me how we were going to afford our pool, and I said with a huge donation from the David Courtney Foundation.
That's right. And he probably came back, he wanted a donation from the judge fund, right?
Yeah, I told him I would do a naming right on somewhere in the bathroom. As long as I could put Mike's face on, in the bathroom.
How much of that excavation is gonna be, how many tons of excavated area we're gonna
Tons.
have?
A lot.
That's gotta come down to the existing road level?
Pretty close. It'd still be elevated a little bit, but not
No,
perfectly level. But you can get a good idea by going to the corner of the north entrance and looking towards the current pool house road. And
that's about where it's at.
it's like over, I think about 50 inches in certain areas. Cause it goes up at bellies like this, that parking lot area does.
Oh, you got, existing pool open and running yet?
Oh yeah. Memorial Day Sunday, it's been open.
Things have been going?
Our foreman in the water sewer maintenance is very concerned about that pump house. They had a lot of filtration issues to start up. It's not backwashing very well either right now, so the first 3 times they backwashed, it left a film of nastiness on the pool. So they had to wait for a couple days and then come back, and instead of 30,000 gallon backwash, they've been doing 40 some odd thousand, so.
Per filter,
Grand total,
grand total.
yeah.
I remember last summer when they backwashed for us for just a little bit, it does get frothy and pretty nasty looking. It almost looked like a root beer float when they did it for us.
Yes, yes. Definitely needs, that fixed. He's concerned that the safety of the columns in the building, and then, the dividers in the filter bed itself. He's seen a whole bunch of deterioration and stuff like that, so. He said, he really felt this was the last year, but I told him, I said, you probably gonna have to make it last another season. And he didn't know if he had enough duct tape and bubble gum to do it.
Yeah.
Those are his exact words.
Well, I don't think anyone else is gonna show up today. We're at 8 minutes after. It was scheduled for 1 o'clock.
Let's wait for another 120 seconds, and then it'll be an even 10 minutes or less.
So is that the waiting area, the little kidney shaped? up the
No,
top?
no, the kidney shape is a spray pad.
Okay.
I was at Princeton School for the first time
Yeah.
a week or so ago for a birthday party we had to go to, and I mean, it reminded me a lot of this design, and
Yeah.
it's very nice.
Yeah. One of the key things, I mean, with this, it makes the destination not just a pool. Unfortunately, it kind of goes back to the old saying, if you don't have amenities to offer or services to offer, your customers will go elsewhere. So,
The lanes, how many are those?
6.
6.
So we can hold, they're 25-meter lanes, so we can hold events.
So it goes down to 4 foot till you get to those lines?
Yes. Green is 1 foot, yellow is 2 foot, red is, or pink is 3 foot, and then it goes out to 4 foot out in the main swim area, down to 12.1 foot, I believe it is. Josh, is that correct?
Yeah, it would be 12-1. So you have a 3-meter board.
Yeah.
The blue line right here is your 5-foot break line. The northernmost wall would be 3'6". This area here. Along with the water walk and the splash water slide.
Yep. All right, well.
All right, I think that'll conclude today's meeting.
We appreciate your time, Josh.